Hey, it's Monday morning. We're ready. We're here for a new project. We're gonna renovate a kitchen and a mudroom entrance. It's gonna be a nice job. Today we are starting with demolition. So we're gonna take out all the cabinets, we're gonna take out all the appliances, we're gonna rip out the tile floor that's existing, all the sheetrock drywall, because we're putting new lights in everywhere, changing the layout. It's gonna be super exciting, and I wanna share the process of the demolition with you through this entire job. It's nice. We're gonna try to get it all done one day. I plan to do that. We might need some ancillary demolition tomorrow, but majority of it we should be ready for framing tomorrow and get this job turned around. So super excited to share this project with you. It's gonna be beautiful. Let's see what we got cooking. All right, so we're here inside of our house right now. I'm standing in the living room. Behind me is the kitchen. We're gonna tear that thing right out. I got here early today to help set up protection. The homeowners cleared everything out of their kitchen. We're gonna set up, they got a little temporary kitchen going on. This is gonna be a 10 to 12 week job, so sadly, 10 weeks from now, it's gonna be beautiful, but for right now, we gotta make it look ugly. All right, so here's the existing kitchen. You guys are gonna be mind blown by what's about to happen. We're gonna save this island right here. These appliances we're getting all new, so we're gonna take those out. This is all coming out as well, all of this. We're actually gonna relocate this laundry room to the second floor. So all this stuff is coming out as well. It's gonna be a different scene in a little bit. All right, so it's about 10:45. We got pretty much all the soft demolition done. All the cabinets are out. We took off the outlet plates. The appliances are out. We got a little bit left because we got a disconnected sink. The guys are working on taking down the sheetrock in the back mudroom, and we're throwing up the zipper wall. Very, very important. Keep it space protected from dust and debris. We're also going to get our HEPA filter in here, which is an air scrubber to clean the air, make sure we're getting all the dust out of the air. Making some really good progress. The guys are probably going to be done with the sheetrock around 12:30, which leaves the rest of the day to do the tile floor. It takes a very, very long time to do that. So right now we're on track. Good news. And this kitchen, or what was a kitchen, is drastically changing by the hour. Hey, so right now it's day 2. We are in the middle of demolition. It's taking quite a little bit longer than we expected. What happened was they actually glued the drywall to the walls, which creates a little bit of an issue when you're trying to take it down. Normally, it is just screwed in, and that allows the drywall to be taken down much easier. But when it's glued in, there creates some issues where the drywall actually sticks to the wall, and you have to take it out piece by piece by piece instead of being able to take it out in 3 or 4 foot sections. As you can see right there with the debris, comes out in tiny pieces. So we lost about a day for 4 guys just trying to rip this off. You see right here, the actual paper is stuck to the wall, and they have this insulation type glue around it. Right now, what we are working in is a modular home, so they're constructed very, very differently because they're pieced together. For example, when you look up at the ceiling, you're going to see 2 joist switch lines. One's the actual box for the second floor that they placed on top of this primary box, and we have the actual ceiling joist above. So they build these in boxes, and then they stack them on top of each other and marry them together. And the way they do that allows for them to be built off-site, to be transported in sizes that can fit on a tractor trailer, and then they put together very easily. Right here we have a part of the wall where here's the kitchen side that we're working in that was married into another part of the modular home that was shipped over, and they actually married it with this strap right here. Interestingly enough, none of this is actually structural work. As you can see in this header over here, it's all for show. So we're making some good progress. Right now we pretty much got all the drywall out. We're going to start taking out this tile floor, and that's one of the last steps we got to get done. So here we go. Day 2, we should be able to finish today. If not, a little ancillary demolition tomorrow. All right, we are done with the second day of demolition. The space is completely different now. All opened up. We took out the floors. No more tile floors. We took out all the walls. Drywall. We removed this wall that was going over here. The closet that was in the back. As well as this pantry that is just slightly outside the existing kitchen. We ran into some surprises today. Sometimes that happens on demolition. You don't always know what's behind the walls and how everything's constructed. Like we said earlier, all these walls were glued, drywall was glued to it, so it made it really, really challenging to get the drywall off the walls as they came out in little bitty pieces. We also then had to actually clean the studs off, so that way when we apply the new drywall, it's nice and plumb, it's flush to the wall, and there's no bumps and divots. But one of the things that was a surprise is that this wall right here was supposed to come out. As you can see, we have some plumbing risers, we've got our electrical, we've got our water line going to the second floor. This is something that we couldn't have known about without opening up all the walls in the house. Here we have our electrical risers. Another thing, this wall can come out. Luckily, all of our cabinets were staged to finish right here, but this space was supposed to remain open. Second thing that we found is that this header we thought was fake, as you can see, but it's not. We actually have an LVL beam going all the way over, and it is weight bearing. So we're gonna run into some changes, how we actually finish off this job. Back there behind me where we found those plumbing pipes, that's now going to be a desk with some floating shelves. It's gonna be really beautiful. It's gonna allow the kids to work, do their homework inside the kitchen. You know, the parents can have some oversight, make sure they're still working, as we all know that it's not always the case. And then it's also going to allow for more inclusive family environment. So yes, it's a surprise that we didn't know about, but it's not something that we can make this space better with, right? We take what we got and we make it better. Same thing with the header. We're gonna take it. We can actually take out that existing header, and we're gonna throw a bigger LVL in there, longer LVL, to open up that space and still open up this wall behind me to allow our cabinets to install like we have them already built. We already have them built in the warehouse, so that's really not an option to change cabinetry at this point in time. Sadly, you know, cabins with a 15-week lead time, we can't do demo and then start. So we're gonna throw that new header in there, new LVL, span all the way across this distance. That header is not gonna be there anymore. It's gonna be beautiful, very, very different. 2 days of work, we got a lot done.